What's up guys, Luke here from Luke's Points and Miles, and today I want to talk about part of the Hilton Honors Status program. Lately, I've been getting questions about if the Hilton Aspire card is worth it or if Hilton Status is worth it. Well, in short, of course they're worth it. But I wanted to make a couple videos and explain in real life experience about some of the perks of the Hilton Status program, specifically Diamond Status. If you've ever wondered what it's like to be a big league Diamond member with Hilton, or you have a strong opinion already about Hilton Status, then go ahead and get comfortable, crack open a tasty beverage, and let's have a chat with Uncle Luke. I'm going to go over how I'm using the benefits in 2023, but I'm going to talk about just one status benefit in particular. But first, if you are new here, I talk about credit cards, points, miles, cashback, and travel. If you need to stay up to date on those things, consider subscribing. And as always, if you get any value or maybe a laugh from this video, do me a favor and slap the like button so I can get this video in front of a few more eyeballs. And with that out of the way, let's get started. Okay guys, this is not a card review, so if you are not familiar with the American Express Hilton Aspire card, then I will link a few videos in the description so you can watch them and you can get up to speed. The Hilton Aspire card will relate to the video though, in that this card grants the user automatic Diamond status in the Hilton Honors program. This is the highest status in the program. And I'll also link a video that will give you the entire rundown of the Hilton Honors program. One more thing we need to understand about the Hilton Aspire is that it carries an annual fee of $450. That is a premium annual fee, but the card more than makes up for it with credits and free nights. But we're not going to be talking about the obvious in this video. Today I want to talk about how Diamond Status grants the member a food and beverage credit. And here's some background. Hilton Diamond members, up until fairly recently, were granted free breakfast. Hilton changed that benefit to a food and beverage credit, and this was generally received as a negative, or even some folks saw this as Hilton devaluing status. I never really saw it that way because, hey, I like to look at the numbers, and when I show you these numbers, it's tough not to like this benefit. I want to give you some details about this particular benefit, and then I'm going to give you a real world example of how I will be using it in 2023. The official wording is this: daily food and beverage credit or continental breakfast, varies by brand and region. Now, what this means is when you stay at Hilton properties, there are many different types, but you should be entitled to either breakfast or a food and beverage credit. Now, this credit is appealing to me because maybe I'm somewhere with a time change and I'm not interested in getting up for breakfast. Or maybe I'm at a resort and I'm sleeping in, and I'd also much prefer a pina colada in the hot tub, or maybe some late night snacks. Obviously, I'm not going to complain about free breakfast either, but this video is going to show you just how much benefit there is monetarily, and we'll compare how much this is to how much the status cost, which is basically the American Express Aspire card at $450. This credit is for up to 2 people, so if you're like me and you may be in Vegas solo on September 2nd, for the Points and Miles creator meet and greet, then you might add your wife to the reservation so you get that extra credit. Don't judge me, I need the extra portions. So how much of the credit is dependent upon the property? Here's a great breakdown, and I'm going to use the numbers that assume you are going to have a +1 on your reservation. If you're by yourself, just cut these numbers in half. At Conrad's, Waldorf Astoria's, and LXR properties, which are the higher end stuff, the credit is going to be $50 a day. Now, I understand this credit at some of these expensive properties may not even cover a meal, but $50 is still $50, and that is daily. At Hilton, Signa, Doubletree, Curio, and Tapestry collections, and Canopy and Motto properties, that credit falls to $30 a day, except in these select markets: Boston, Chicago, DC, New York, San Francisco, Key Largo, Key West, the county of Los Angeles, so that will include a lot of suburbs, and the entire state of Hawaii. In those markets, the credit goes up to $36 a day. Then all the way down at the bottom is the lowly Hilton Garden. There you will get 20 bucks a day. Comment below if you've stayed at a Hilton Garden and what you thought about them. I've never been to one. What about the other properties such as Hampton Inn, Those are going to vary by property, but most of those places still include the free breakfast, which for most of us is just fine. And as far as free breakfast, I don't think they limit that to just 2 people. I think everyone on the reservation qualifies for the free breakfast. Now, I already know there will be folks that comment, none of that is free, is baked into the price of the room. Well, that's a great point, but if you stay in that room with no status or even silver status, then you'll be paying that baked in price without this benefit. So we have to value this somehow. After all that, what can we expect to value this over the course of the year? Well, I can't tell you how many nights you're going to be staying at Hilton properties because, well, I don't know you. But I'm going to tell you how much value I'm going to get by using my current Hilton reservations for 2023. Even though I have recently got some complaints that folks don't want to hear about my personal experiences, this is my style of video. And I just don't know your personal experiences, so I can't share them publicly. I will get on with it. We shall figure out how much of a credit I should pull in for 2023. Let's start it off with my anniversary trip to Savannah, Georgia. Savannah has one of the largest Patrick's Day celebrations in the entire world, and I found a nice Hampton Inn right on the parade route. Since Hampton Inn isn't on the credit list, I'm going to assume there is free breakfast. I'm guessing it's some type of buffet style. So for this example, I'm going to value this at a very conservative $10 each. So $20 a day. And I'm also going to factor in that I won't be getting up early enough to take advantage of a free breakfast the morning after Patrick's Day. So not counting the hangover day, we will be having 2 breakfasts for a grand total of $40 of value. So far, so good. Next up, the boy needs some beach time for spring break. So we are headed back to my favorite property in the US, the Conrad, Fort Lauderdale. 3 nights there will get us a total of $150. This should start looking pretty interesting because very early we're already at $190 total. This next one is going to push it. 10 nights at the Hawaiian Village, Waikiki. Hopefully while I'm there, I can link up with fellow creator Chase Yokoyama while I'm there. But since this is in the beautiful state of Hawaii, I will be getting a total of $360 in food and beverage credits there. Now we are at $550 in food and beverages. Now what do you think of the value of hotel status? I'm almost ashamed to admit it, but the boy has to go back to the Conrad before school starts, so we will be getting another 3 nights there. I really need to be more adventurous with my bookings, but we actually love that place. Add another $150 to the total, to total $700 so far in credits. Uncle Luke has reservations for the Waldorf Astoria in Las Vegas for the Points and Miles Creator Meetup on September 2nd, so you can tack on another $100. They have a really super cool bar there that I won't mind spending that credit, and now we are at $800. The only other stay I have scheduled so far in 2023 is the Hilton Old Town in Prague, Czech Republic, and I don't know exactly what they'll be offering, but I will keep with the same formula and treat it like a Hilton. So that's 4 nights and $120. And guys, if I don't take any other trips, which I'm pretty sure there will be at least 2 more, I'll be getting $920 in food and beverage credits for holding diamond status with Hilton. Now, you guys can argue all day how much you actually value this, or if you would have used it anyway, but it's something that is rarely discussed when we talk about both Hilton status and the Hilton Aspire card. And here is something I have not even mentioned yet. You get the same food and beverage credit for holding gold status with Hilton Honors. Mind blown? Yes, holding a $95 card like the Hilton Surpass or the Business Hilton can get you the same value when it comes to food and drinks. Factor in that the American Express Platinum card also grants you gold status. We never talk about that when we talk about the Platinum card. This is one of the reasons why I value Hilton credit cards and American Express credit cards so much. If you're familiar with the Hilton Aspire card, you already know it's way overpowered. But just think, for the $450 fee, in addition to all the superpowers we talk about all the time, I'm getting $920 on top of all that. Guys, drop me a like for all that math. If you are a Hilton Honors member, check your reservations for 2023 and drop the food and beverage credit amount you expect to earn this year in the comments. I bet it's more than you considered. This is why we are in the credit card game, and this is one way we can enjoy some of these experiences without spending all our money. Guys, I will have links for the American Express Hilton Surpass and the American Express Hilton Aspire in the description if you want to apply for it or you just want more information. And if you have stayed all the way to the end, I thank every single one of you, and I appreciate you.